Eventually I will have a fancy opening for these things, but not right now. Regardless, welcome to Athens by night. Tonight we have a young man by the name of Marco Jimenez. At the
Jimenez.
moment, what's that?
It's pronounced Jimenez.
Jimenez. Okay. Mr. Jimenez is currently sitting comfortably at the computer in his room in his house on Angel Ridge. He's got some loud music playing while he types furiously to who even knows anymore, when suddenly he hears a knock at his door.
I'm busy. He gets up, opens the door. Yeah?
Um, what he sees is an elderly Hispanic woman, of course his mother. She smiles and she holds up her phone and shows him a picture of a pretty young girl. She also appears to be of Hispanic descent, and she just grins. She says, "I met this sweet young girl's dad at the hospital tonight. He said that she was having a little bit of trouble making friends too, so I thought I'd set up a play date."
Is she wearing any nice clothing?
Um, Not super nice. She's sort of just wearing a tank top and a pair of khaki shorts. It looks like a picture she took during the summer.
Hmm. Is she holding it? Is she holding a Starbucks cup?
No.
Okay. Uh, I guess she's okay. Why are you showing this to me?
Well, I set up a little date for you tonight. I thought you
What?
two could get to know each other.
Why?
Well, you haven't been getting out of the house lately, and I'm kind of worried about you.
Well, thank you, but I no offense, but I don't think my mom needs to set me up. Thank you, though.
Oh, come on, mijo. Just one date for your mom?
Uh, Fine.
She smiles and she ruffles her hair. She ruffles your hair and gives you a kiss on your cheek, and she says, "That's my boy."
Okay.
Says,
Marco,
"Now
oh,
get ready.
Marco.
She'll be there in she taps her watch and says 2 hours."
Okay, fine. It takes Marco forever to get ready because he probably hadn't showered in a while. And his hair was very greasy. Probably when he gets in the shower, just grease just pretty much just comes down his hair and lands on the shower floor around him. He was a very dirty guy at the beginning of all of this. It probably takes him a good 45 minutes to make sure everything's okay, and then another 10
Hmm.
to make sure that he's actually ready.
Okay. After you shower, as you're walking out of the bathroom, your mom comes over and sort of looks you over and she says, "No, no, no, you gotta brush your hair. Gotta look nice."
But I did brush my hair, Mom.
Still so messy. You need a haircut.
Look, I'm not gonna subscribe to any capitalist agenda with their obsession with hair. What's up with the obsession with hair?
Oh, tut, tut, tut. You look a mess. I'm gonna get you a hair appointment. I think, hmm, after I get off of work on Tuesday.
Hair is such a symbol of celebrity culture, though.
Oh,
This,
hush.
this is the hair of the proletariat, Mom. Come on.
You can have all the proletariat hair you want when you move out of my house. Now go, go. She's waiting for you. Oh, what's that place called? She's at Star of India right now.
At least the place isn't bad. Okay. Marco goes in, back in the bathroom, grabs a brush, and on his way out, he's brushing his hair again to make sure that it's all okay. Bye, Mom. I'll see you later.
Bye, mijo. Have fun on your date.
You probably know I won't, but thank you anyway. As Marco shuts the door behind him, he exhales a bit. Oh, then he remembers that he forgot to tell his friends where he was going, so he pulls out his smartphone and lets them all know through whatever kind of messaging app he has. By the way, the phone he has is probably a jailbroken Android.
Okay.
Just whatever, I don't know Androids very well, but whatever nice Android exists now, he probably has that.
All right. All right. Top of the line phone. You
Yeah.
filthy consumer.
Yeah, no, but it is jailbroken. He jailbroke the shit out of that.
All right. Who are you messaging?
Probably just whoever he was talking to on the computer. If he was just saying, "Hey, gotta go on a stupid errand for my mom. We'll be back later."
All right. You get a message back, and it just says, "K, dude, have fun." And then just like a little winky face and a tongue sticking out emoticon, because they know that you're not gonna have fun.
Yeah, they already know. So I jump in my shitty car and I head over to Star of India. It was called Star of India.
All right. Star of India is a little Indian restaurant not very far from Court Street. You, interestingly enough, you hear a couple of sirens heading towards the college housing. You assume it's because somebody got drunk and set something on fire again.
Well done. Well done.
And when you get there, you step inside and you're greeted by an older Indian woman, and she smiles at you and says, "Just one?"
I'm actually here for somebody.
Oh, and she looks around and waits for you to recognize somebody. You notice sitting in one of the booths there is the girl from the photo before. She has long chocolate brown hair tied up in a ponytail.
Okay.
She's pretty. Not a supermodel, but definitely pretty.
Okay. Does she have anything super corporate on her? Like if she has like a Prada bag or some shit.
She's texting furiously on her iPhone.
Okay. Okay. That's not too bad yet. But anyway, Marco points out the girl to the older woman. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She smiles and nods and leads you over, handing you a menu and a glass of water.
Okay. Is Star of India a small business, or are they run by or are they like a chain?
Small local business.
Okay, then he's okay with this place.
After finishing up a text message, the girl looks up at you and she smiles a little bit awkwardly. She's like, hey, Marco?
Yeah. Uh, oh my God, Mom. I'm sorry. I no one ever told me your name.
Oh, that's funny. I'm Jennifer.
Jennifer. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, uh, your mom's my dad's doctor, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a small world, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not from around here, so I don't really know anybody. Uh, what do you like to do?
Um, I suppose you could say that I like to I like to go on the internet. You know, I enjoy computers, and um, the World Wide Web is a very interesting place to me. You um, obviously trying to keep all the communism in in what's it called? trying to keep it on the down low right now. I just like to do good for my common man and whatnot.
Oh, cool. Are you an activist?
Yeah, you could say that.
Sweet. I heard there was a protest this week outside of the president's new house. Did you go?
Oh, out of character. You mean just president of the United States, right?
Well, president of the college.
Oh, president of college. What was the protest on?
He wasted a bunch of the school's money to buy himself a new house because his old one had bats in the attic.
Okay. No, I didn't go to it, but the way I engage in activism is a bit different than most people's, I guess you could say.
Oh, she laughs a little bit and she's like, "You should have gone. Here, check this out." And she swipes through her phone a little bit before showing you a picture of her. She's wearing a big bat costume.
A big what costume?
A big bat costume.
Bat costume. Okay. Oh, so you were there?
Yeah, yeah. It was really funny. They called campus security on us, but a bunch of people showed up dressed like bats and wearing bat stuff, and really, really rustled his jimmies, I guess.
At this point, Marco's actually starting to loosen up just a little bit because now that he's starting to see that she's a little crazy herself. Um, well, all right. I assume you go to the school then, the university?
Oh yeah, I'm studying economics.
Oh, cool. What are you planning on doing with it? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm not really sure yet, but I think it'll be useful eventually, you know? Mostly going to college because my dad wanted me to.
Yeah. Um, my parents kind of wanted me to go to college too, but I'm just like, I don't like to subscribe to that. So, yeah. I mean, of course, I understand it's a personal choice and all, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste of money, isn't it? Just for a piece of paper that says you're allowed to work.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not paying for it, though.
No, I just don't understand why we have to pay for things in general.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know. It's just such an odd concept. Like, here's this piece of paper. So this has value to you. I always found that a bit weird.
I guess it is kind of weird. I don't know, though. Some things you shouldn't have to pay for.
I know, right? Like, why can't we all just kind of work towards a common end without really worrying about any kind of monetary value? Like, we just all help each other out.
I guess that's pretty cool. There were a couple of communes back in Cali that were like that.
Oh, they must have been nice.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, you know. A lot of them were unwashed and on drugs, but they were nice people.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind going over there sometimes to see how it is.
As you two are enjoying your communist fantasy, the old woman walks over and she's like, "Are you ready to order?"
Oh, yes. Can I have? I don't know anything about Indian food, so I'm. Can I just?
Curry's always good.
Okay. Can I just get some curry? And the lady will have.
She looks up and she's just like, "Shahi korma, please." And the old woman nods and writes down your orders, and she goes back into the back. You hear some Indian chatter from the kitchen.
Hmm. So economics. That's. Huh. I gotta say, I do enjoy a bit of economics myself.
Oh, really? I found it kind of boring, to be honest.
Well, I mean, yeah, laissez-faire capitalism is. At that point, Marco kind of just covers his mouth real quick. Not he kind of plays off that he kind of freaked out when he said that.
She just laughs. I don't know, though. I guess I'm just hoping that I can fix what's going on with our country right now.
Well, the problem with our country is just it's at its very foundation, you know. I mean, sure. At this point, Marco is starting to gear up. He's starting to get a little more animated. Probably the most animated he's been since the Prelude started. Okay, capitalism was probably a wonderful idea at the time. You work for what you get. That it's just a basic thing. Now, the problem is technology's advanced too much for that to really work. Now we have multinational corporations that like to enslave the common man, exploit the common man for its own gain, just for profit. These corporations should be trying to better the planet, and instead they're just working for themselves.
And she laughs and she's like, "Oh man, my economics professor would just hate you." It's so weird, like when I go around and give people food, they call me a saint, but when I ask why people aren't eating, they call me a communist.
Yeah, communist has such a negative connotation these days. I'm sorry, I got a little rowdy there for a second. I think a lot about the state of our country.
Oh, no, no, it's okay. Really. I'm just glad we have something to talk about. I was afraid this was going to be weird and awkward.
No, I'm glad you're having fun.
And now the old woman will come and give you your food, finally.
Hmm. I've never actually had curry before. I'm kind of interested to see how it is.
It's very spicy. Well, very white people spicy.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I can just guzzle this thing down, no problem. Like, nah.
Probably.
You think you got anything on me? But anyway, yeah, no. Marco doesn't. He doesn't really scarf it down, but it's kind of obvious that Marco has a hard time eating very neatly, so he's just very much struggling with that.
Jennifer doesn't eat. She's not particularly messy, but not particularly clean. Just, normal person eating food.
Okay.
Have you ever come here before?
No, actually. I've heard about this place all the time, but I mostly ate home-cooked meals and stuff.
Oh, they're really nice. They were friends with my dad back in high school, I guess, something like that.
Oh, cool, cool. What does your dad do, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, my dad came to U to teach engineering.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah, he tried to have his own business for a while, but it never really took off. Some asshole he worked with stole his idea, and then they came out with the iPad.
Exact corporate agenda bullshit. He says under his breath, and I guess Jennifer can get a perception awareness on that.
Sure. Oh, come on.
Oh, do you want me to roll it?
Oh, wait. No, my thing just glitched, and she doesn't have that many dice for perception.
Yeah, no, I was like, damn, she's got like 5%.
Okay, that's better. She doesn't hear it.
Okay.
So what about you? Your mom's a doctor. What does your dad do?
He's an accountant.
Oh, that's boring. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm sure he's cool, but that's kind of boring.
yeah, no, real boring. I mean, he's a good guy and all, but I mean, just is he's in an awful job and just an awful corporation. He's one of those guys that you're always worried about becoming, just stuck at a cubicle doing accounts and trying to get that big promotion and trying to set up the presentation with the PowerPoint and shit. Or stuff. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
She finishes up her food and sort of like pushes the plate aside, and she's like, "Yeah, so I don't know, what sort of stuff do you see yourself doing?"
Um, I don't know. I enjoy computers, so probably something involving that.
Oh, cool, cool. So like programming or
Um, yeah, sure. Programming. I thought about that. Thought about computer engineering, software, stuff like that.
okay. What about for fun? Is there anything to fun? Is there anything fun to do around here?
Well, and hold on while I open the primer real quick so I can pull up the stuff.
It's a party town with a couple of haunted locations. If you want the too long didn't read version.
Okay. Oh, it's called Party Town? Or
Well, Athens is a party town.
oh, okay. Okay, I see it now. Well, we got Court Street. You can normally just hit that and find something to do.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm not really, I don't know, not really one for drinking and stuff. It seems
Oh,
kind of obnoxious to me.
eh, yeah. Well, I don't know what. I'm sorry. What do you enjoy doing? I didn't even ask that.
I don't know, just regular stuff, I guess. Movies and God, there's nothing fun I can think of to do in Athens, and I live here. Ooh, there used to be this really cool abandoned prison back where I live that I used to go hang out with friends at. It was pretty sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, I heard this place was all haunted and stuff, but like I I don't know, I've never gotten to see any of it.
I mean, I don't normally go to those places. I mean, I've heard about hauntings and stuff, but I've never seen any of it. And even if I did, it'd probably just be like, oh, this bush was against the wall and it made this specific sound when the wind's blowing at this specific speed.
Hey, that might be fun. You want to go ghost hunting?
Shit, sure. I don't mind.
Sweet. Let's get out of here. And she sort of she waves for the old woman to come and bring the check. And she'll throw down about well what her order cost.
Before she pays, he's gonna be like, no, no, I got it. Um,
If you insist, I guess.
yeah. Marco opens up his wallet, which has no credit cards or debit cards or anything like that. This guy's got
Hmm.
cold hard cash on him. And he puts down enough cash to pay for both of them, as well as a tip. He does pay for the tip.
Hmm. And she'll add a little bit to the tip, give them a nice hearty one.
Yeah. So I suppose we head out to the one of the haunted places.
Yeah, sure. I heard the Ridges is nearby.
All right, then let's head out.
All right. So they'll leave, and I'd assume that you're both going to be taking the same vehicle.
Probably yeah.
Okay. Let me just grab you a nice, lovely picture of the building you're heading to.
Okay. I just reread the Ridges. All right.
Come on, Google, you can do better than this.
Oh.
Okay. This one has text over it, which is lame, but it'll work. You may get there, and it looks something like this, a large, very old-looking building.
Okay. Okay. I'm assuming it's a lot more fucked up than the picture shows.
Not really on the outside. On the outside, it's relatively pretty. Very nice place, but if you can find a way inside, it'll be very different.
Okay. Where is? Wait, do we have to break into here?
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta break in. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm assuming these are mostly physical locks.
Yeah, mostly. It's a pretty old place.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Good thing I took that one dot in larceny. Now dive stream loads, which should be any time now. There we go. All of my 3 dice. Let's do this. Oh my god.
Oh, nice. With 3 successes, you're able to look around the building, and eventually you find one of the locks that looks pretty easy to pick. You lean down, and after a few minutes of messing with it, you're finally able to bust it open.
Um, I learned this on the internet. So yeah. Anyway, Marco sets the lock down and heads on in.
You walk inside, and the first wall that you see is covered in graffiti that looks like it's done in blood. She's like, "Whoa, sweet," and she snaps a picture of it with her phone.
All right. Wait, is there a roll I can make to make sure it's not actually blood?
Um, yeah, give me perception plus medicine.
Oh man, I don't have medicine.
Just give me a perception roll, actually. It is definitely blood.
Huh. Guess they must have had some real sickos in here.
Well, it was an insane asylum. I heard they did some crazy experiments on the patients.
Sadistic ass capitalists. Marco probably just turns on his phone's light. I assume that's a flashlight app. Then he starts making his way through the building. You know, I never understood insane asylums either. I mean, I don't know.
It's weird. They'd send people there just because they didn't like them or they didn't want to take care of them anymore.
It all seems to be just...
Also, as you walk you enter this room.
Oh, okay. It always seems to be a political reason why people end up in here. It seems like rarely any of the people here are actually crazy.
Hey, give me a perception plus awareness roll.
Awareness, 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 awareness.
Okay, one success. You notice that some of the shadows in that really dark hole in the wall are sort of moving.
Must be the wind or something. Is there a breeze?
Yeah.
That's really weird. Okay. Must be some kind of explanation. Oh, sorry?
You're sort of getting the feeling that you guys should probably leave by now. Then you hear a loud thump, once again coming from inside that dark little corridor.
Hey, Jennifer. This has been fun and all, but, I should probably be getting back home. I got a lot of stuff to do. I promised my friend I'd help him out with some stuff real quick, so, how about I get your number? We can do this again sometime?
Are you scared?
Oh.
Come on, it's probably just the wood settling or something. Let's go check it out.
Okay. Okay.
She sort of peeks in there, and it's really too dark to see much of anything.
Even with the flashlight?
Well, if you bring it in, you're met with sort of a narrow hallway, but nothing else that you can really see exactly.
Okay.
She starts to walk down the hallway.
Wait, what are you doing?
Well, you want to come check it out, right?
Probably when there's daylight.
Oh, come on. Are you afraid of ghosts? I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I mean, I'm not afraid of ghosts, but I sure am afraid of capitalists. And then he keeps walking.
Well, don't worry. I don't think there are any big, scary capitalists in here.
There's capitalists everywhere.
No. As you guys walk inside, you see another room. It's once again pretty poorly furnished. Just doesn't look great. There are beds all over the place, and it's in disrepair because, you know, the place has been abandoned for quite a while. And it looks about like this. But the lights are on. That's interesting.
Ooh. Can I do a technology roll?
Sure. What do you want to find out about them?
The lights were probably cut off. Why are there lights on here? Is it intelligence? Intelligence technology?
Yeah, intelligence. Or perception plus technology, actually. Give me that.
Okay. Let me see my Dice pool for technology. Okay.
Okay. You you know that the power in this place has probably been cut off for more than, well, for longer than you've been alive. But you can hear the faint hum of a generator coming from that center doorway there.
Why is there a generator here?
She sort of looks at you and, I don't know, I thought this place was abandoned.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. There's
Well,
someone else here. Probably just some homeless guy, but we probably don't want to be fucking with him.
a homeless guy with a generator?
People get a hold of some really crazy shit.
Well, I guess so.
We should probably go, lest he thinks we're trying to invade his domain or some shit.
Can I get another perception plus awareness roll?
Aw, man. I
Okay,
don't know.
you don't really notice anything. I'm gonna roll me a fate dice. Okay, so it's not going to happen to her, but that means this happens to you. You
Okay.
feel something wrap around your ankle, and it pulls a little bit.
The shit? I guess I looked
When
down
you
at my...
look down,
Oh,
you
sorry.
look down and you see a black tentacle.
What the fuck? Okay, yeah, no, I'm automatically kicking it. I'm just gonna kick the shit out of it.
All right, give me a roll for that.
Okay, so this is dexterity, so this is... I'm rolling all the 2 dice right now. Let's do this. I win! I roll damage, which is 3 dice. Oh, damn.
Oh, nice. You kick it pretty damn hard, and it just withers and falls into nothingness. You hear footsteps approaching you from behind.
Yeah, we better go. At this point, I'm after grabbing Jennifer, and I'm just pulling her the fuck up out of here. We're leaving.
As you turn around, you are greeted by this big, scary capitalist you were looking to avoid. Or at least that's what he looks like. He's a tall, possibly Spanish, like European Spanish man with his hair in a finely pressed, expensive-looking suit. He's just looking at the two of you with contempt.
Building inspection?
How come every time I turn around, there's some stupid cattle following me? He
Stupid
steps forward.
cattle. Are you trying to talk shit on the working class, man? You know, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be to where you are right now with your fancy ass suit and shit.
He's gonna glare at you. The girl is like backing way up, and you notice another one catches her, and she's caught in it. He says, "No, but I feel like I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson for going where you're not supposed to be."
What's the big... Okay, hold on. At this point, I am going to run up and I'm going to kick the shit out of the tentacle that grabbed Jennifer real quick. Another 2 dice.
Okay.
I win. Okay. So I'm rolling 5 dice. Oh man.
But it doesn't budge. Meanwhile, this man is he's come very close to you, and he looks at you, and he drops a knife at your feet, looks over at her, and he looks he tries to get your attention and looks deep into your eyes, and he says, "Pick up the knife." What's your willpower?
Tis 5. And I'm
Okay,
picking up
two
that
successes.
knife.
You definitely pick up that knife. You feel compelled to, almost as if you're not in control of your own body.
Why am I picking up this knife? Did you finally get that mind control shit they've been doing with those corporations? I fucking knew it. You're not gonna get away with this.
He he looks over at the girl again, looks back at you, and he says, "Take the knife and hold it against her throat."
Okay.
Um,
Wait, is she just standing? Is she like backed up against a corner?
Well, she's being held in place by the tentacle that you failed to destroy,
Oh, okay.
and you feel very compelled to do this thing.
Oh God. I'm assuming at that point my iris and pupils just kind of go out, and it's just the whites of my eyes as I just do whatever. Yeah. Just
You watch yourself doing this, and all the while you feel her like struggling, and she's screaming, and she's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it!"
no.
Like terrified.
I I I I can't stop.
And
If you can mace me, you should probably mace me. Please fucking mace me.
he's like, "Okay." He looks at you. She's freaking out. Meanwhile, she is screaming bloody murder, and he's like, "Take her hand and cut off her pinky." God damn, I'm rolling too good for this antagonist. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Again, all the speaking that I was doing automatically stops. I grab her hand and I just kind of saw off the pinky.
And you slice it off like mechanically. Meanwhile, she's screaming gutturally, thrashing against you. She's fallen down to her knees at this point as the tentacle sort of disappears. And so the man in the suit, he nods coldly, nods at both of you, and he says, "Okay, now stab her."
Yep. Okay. And then the wise again without my iris or pupils showing it all, my just the whites of my eyes, I coldly, without even really saying anything.
You can
Lift,
stab her wherever you want, by the way. He didn't specify.
okay. I lift her up by the hair, hold the knife up, and stab her pretty much straight in the throat.
Nice. You didn't have to kill her, but you are one go-getter.
He was gonna make me kill her either way.
I didn't say he was going to.
Eh. Well, too late now.
Okay. Not listening to your common sense. But you stab her in the throat.
That is the common sense.
That is the common sense telling you that you don't have to stab her in the... You don't have to kill her.
Okay. Shoulder.
Okay.
That's what I
Okay,
should-
good. You stab her in the shoulder, and she lets out a horrible scream as she just crumples to the floor, clutching her stab wound, holding her what is now the stump of her pinky, and like sobbing as he looks at both of you, and he just shrugs and says, "Leave." Um, okay.
Hey, yeah. No. I just start walking out, I guess.
She's also going to leave, but She's definitely not coming with you. The moment you two get out of the building, she starts running, or as best as she can anyway, stumbling and bumping into things. She's bleeding profusely, though. Somebody's probably going to see. Do you still have the knife, by the way?
Time to start chasing. I'm not trying to stab her, but I am trying to be like, I don't know what that was.
All right. Well, then the two of you are running out of the building,
I'm
and
not
she's
holding the
just like
knife.
screaming. She's like, "Stay away from me! Stay away from me!"
Did you see the black tentacle grab you? Do you think any of that was my control? I am sorry for what happened, but look, we gotta get you to a hospital or something, okay?
She's not actually roll me charisma plus uh there's no persuade charisma plus expression to convince her to come back with you.
Okay. I'm spending a willpower on this because that needs to happen. Can you see my roll?
No, I can't. Your screen kind of went black.
Okay. It's a 6, a 10, and a 3.
Okay. She sort of slows down, but okay. Nobody's seen you yet. And she stops and she's still sort of backing away, but she's like, What happened in there?"
Look, I don't know. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. It was the fucking tentacle thing. I don't know what that was. That's not an animal. It's not a fucking octopus with some fucking ink or some shit. I don't know what that was. But look, you're bleeding a lot right now, okay? I don't know what to do about that guy. Shit. Okay. I don't know what happened. I couldn't control myself. It was like whenever he talked to me, I had to do what he said. You know, on the shit on the internet, they always talked about how the government was making like fucking mind control tech and shit. Like maybe he has that. I didn't even think that shit was real. Oh my god.
She she just sort of at this point just kind of collapses, and you see that she's losing a good bit of blood, still crying definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna call an ambulance. Okay.
She just nods, and she's like barely conscious anymore.
Okay. Um, I call 911. Um, help! Me and my friend just got attacked by some crazed murderer with a knife. Well, some crazed man with a knife.
Give me a manipulation plus subterfuge to sound like you didn't stab her.
I've got one.
Oh.
Well, it's a 2, a 2, a 1, a 9, and an 8.
Okay, the person on the other end is just like, "Where are you right now? We'll send an ambulance."
I don't know where exactly we are, so I just say I give her the address.
Okay. And, it's not very long until the ambulance arrives. You're not extremely far from the hospital, and the EMTs lead both of you and pick her up, put her in a gurney, and bring her inside of the ambulance.
Okay. I'm riding with the ambulance?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
And as you're riding, you see them start to dress her wounds. Meanwhile, the other person is just sort of watching you and says, "What happened back there?"
You got it. I don't know, man. It was like he just walked up to her and held her down and just fucking did that. Just fuck.
And he frowns, and you hear you see him like pull out his phone, and he's calling the police at this point. Says that he has a victim and a witness with him.
Shit. Shit.
And the two of you arrive at the hospital, and she's taken into a room. You're, of course, welcome to follow. And she's sort of laying there, like, dazed and shocked with her wounds dressed. And after a little while, you see a police officer with dark skin and a large, bushy mustache. He looks like Rabbit from Super Troopers, but wearing a city police uniform. He comes and knocks on the door.
Okay. So, oh, sorry, we're in the hospital now?
Yeah, you're in the hospital. You're in her room now.
Okay. Yeah, I go ahead and open up the door.
He shows you his badge, and he's just like, hold on, I forgot his name. Okay. I'm Officer Harding with the Athens PD. I've heard you were attacked.
Yeah. Yeah.
He walks over and he looks at your friend and then looks at you and says, you seem to turn out pretty fine.
Well, I was away at the time. I had to just step around the corner and make a quick call. It was only for a few seconds.
Give me manipulation plus subterfuge to lie to the police officer.
Willpower. All the willpower.
Right, I can't see your roll, so you're gonna have to read it to me.
Oh, sorry. It's a 6, a 4, a 5, a 3, and a 5. So 1 success plus my willpower makes 2.
Okay, you got more successes than him, so he just nods and writes it down in his little notebook. And he says, "Did you see the man that attacked you?"
Yeah. Yeah, and I described the guy I met earlier to him.
He seems skeptical of this, but just he nods and writes it down. Says, "So, where'd this take place exactly?"
It took place at the shit. You know that mental hospital that got closed down a while back?
Yeah, what were you doing in there?
You know, fucking around, kids being kids, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Only we know. Motherfucker was going up there. I guess he was inspecting it or some shit. I don't know.
So there's only one car. You two go together?
Yeah.
He nods and he writes all this stuff down and he says, "I think it's best I take you back to the station. Keep you safe for the night while we ask you some questions."
All right.
And he'll gesture for you to come and leave with him. Says,
Oh.
"We'll make sure your friend's got an officer near just in case the guy comes back."
Let me roll intelligence and law real quick. I think I have 1 dot in law. Yes, I do.
All right.
Never mind, I failed it. So I don't know if I'm actually a suspect.
Okay.
I assume they're actually protecting me, so I'm like, okay.
And he leads you back out and leads you back to his car.
Okay. Am I getting handcuffs put on me?
Not right now, no, but he does open the back door for you.
It's enough to make me suspicious. Wait, is his partner getting in the... does he have a partner that's getting in the seat next to him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then I kind of have to go in the back. Then yeah, that's happening.
He takes you back to the police station, and he says, "All right, so I'm going to be straight with you. We don't know what went down there, and you were the only person there with her?" It's a little bit suspicious, but we're going to look into it.
All right.
Now, we're going to get a hold of your parents if you can give me their number, and if you'd just be willing to stay here for the night.
Sure. Sure.
Make my job a lot easier.
So I do send them I give the nice police officer my parents' phone numbers.
Mm-hmm. He takes them before leading you inside. There's only one other person in the jail. He appears to be a bit of a stoner with red hair, and he's not very happy to be in that cell.
We exchange glances, but I don't talk to him because Sam's not here.
Yeah. And as the police officer, as he closes the door, hands you two some pillows and blankets. I believe this is where we'll end our scene.
Okay. Wait. Did I get put in a cell?
Yes.
Fucking suspect.
Yes, I know you have the feeling you are a suspect, but at least he gave you a warm blanket. There are some beds, and I'm sure somebody will take you to the bathroom if you really need it.
Okay.
Right. This is where we'll end this scene.